Okay. The mic check is great. Great, fantastic. The coffee is not poured. Not yet. Oh, precious. It feels like it's been weeks since I've seen you folks. Oh, man. What is up, everyone? This is Coffee with Soul. I'm your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to kind of, or at least for me, I'm going to kind of warm myself back into the game again. I've been doing a lot of not playing WoW. A lot of it's because family has been over, and so I've been doing a lot of stuff with them. I had like 2.5 Thanksgivings. I'm fatty, fat. I feel big, and well, I hope everyone else has had a pleasant holiday or just a pleasant weekend. A couple days off doing your own thing. I'm interested to hear what you guys have been up to, what you've eaten, what sorts of conversations y'all might have had about stuff. Mine was actually very light on conversations. It was a lot of eating and just enjoying each other's company and just like chilling, hanging out, and thank God it was like just that. But let's give a hearty hello to some folks. What's up to Peter? You're the first person to say hi. What's up to Sunshine? To Dramera89, hello. What's up to Doe Keefe and Crit and Neeb and Puddle? To One Blanket, to Arcadius, to the rest of y'all as well. The beautiful digital smiling faces are going to be joining us throughout the day. All I ever ask is to like say hi real quick. Yeah, I'm out of it, dude. Like it's been kind of like this nonstop. Hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. It's like, okay. And it's not even that bad, but it's just I'm not used to it anymore, man. I'm not used to being out for like long periods of time and then come back, rest up, then go out and do something else. I'm like, oh, this is great. Is this what it was like to be young? Holy smokes. I guess it's just been a while since I've really got into stuff like that. But otherwise, it was good. My brother-in-law and his family, they're about to head home this morning. I think they're all like about packed up and good to go. I helped them out a little bit. I walked their doggy. They brought their husky up. It's a pure white husky. It's too bad I didn't get a chance to show him on stream, but he's very adorbs and a total goofball. And he peed on the stairs last night, so that was great. And I wasn't awake for that, so I missed the whole show. A quick thank you to Peter and to Dragon. Thank you very much for subbing. Much appreciated. And it's December. It's December. We got a new trading post. I look fabulous in my... Let's see. You can't really see it. Yeah, because I'm wearing my blacksmithing outfit. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. There we go. I got a new shield. Oh, baby. Check that. Oh, yes. So sexy. Just stare at it for a bit. Yeah, with the sun right there, just to really underline that. How do I not have coffee? I haven't poured it yet, dude. I poured it late. All right, give me a break. And I'm also more broke. Okay? I'm also more broke. I should set up a fund. Oh my god, wait. Where'd the thing go? Where'd the sun go? Dude, yo, hey, that's messed up. Blizzard. I had the sun out. It was a cool shot, and then you had to make it all muggy. Now it's gonna rain, and I'm like naked. Well, I'm ready for water at least, so whatever. You got a head cold. Oh no, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. You played D4 all week and ate sushi. Oh, I really got to read up on when's the new season going to start, Crit? Because I have not looked into anything. I feel like I'm going to end up just going into it blind. I'm like, all right, let's have an adventure. Whee! It might just be that. And I don't mind that so much. So we'll see how that goes. You got to charge them introvert batteries. No kidding. Okay, so for the next year. I'm going to be stuck here. The stylish earmuffs. The earmuffs are sweet. The earmuffs are sweet. What do I need me to throw money at? Okay, don't get too excited yet. Yeah. So and here's the rain. Welcome back, Soul. And so, yesterday was Cyber Monday, and it was like one of the last days. I'm like, all right, let's throw down. Let me find some deals because I want to build myself a new computer. That's going to be centered around a 5000 series NVIDIA card, and that's assuming that I'm going to be even able to get one or even afford one. So I threw down. I threw down. Let's see, how much did I spend so far? Let's see, so 800, and then that was like 950, 1100, 1200 bucks so far. So far I threw down 1200 bucks, and I think I got almost everything. I got like the snazziest, newest processor and a board to support it. I got three hard drives. Three hard drives, 4 sticks of RAM, power supply. I don't know if the liquid cooling thing already has paste on it. I might just get my own paste and like redo it. All I'm really missing is the video card. Yeah, and maybe some fans that I might need to fill out the case, and like that's all, and that's about it. Because I'm anticipating spending 1,500 to 2 grand on the GPU, so I might put up like a little pity fund, you know, the road to a 50, whatever the fuck it is, and I'll beg. I will beg. I will go back to doing squats again. I haven't done that in forever. At least not on stream. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, today I wanted to do a little bit of chatting about the trading post because we got a new trading post that came out. I thought that I was gonna, I was saying, oh, it's gonna be a save month probably. I'm just gonna save and I'm just gonna buy like the minimal amount of things. And then when I bought the minimal amount of things, guess what? I have zero tender. Zero tender. And so when the and I already opened up the chest and got what I got. So all I have is the 500 that I'm gonna get from this bonus thing, and like that's it. Gotta wait till next month to maybe see if I can like recover a little bit more tender, and then afterwards, February is when we'll expect the income of tender to go up from 1,000 to 1,500. Not quite sure how that's gonna work. I don't know if they're gonna add like, change these 100s to 200s. That's probably like the easiest thing for them to do, or they might make a longer track instead of 1,000 things on the traveler's log. Maybe they'll increase it to 2,000, which would probably piss me off a little bit. I'm gonna have a video prepped where I talk about this a lot in a more organized format. But in the meantime, I just want to kind of free talk it with you folks and be like, okay, what do you guys think of this past year in the trading post? You know, have you been satisfied? Do you think that things are like good, bad, whatever? It's a, the whole premise or the whole thing of the trading post. It's a very subjective thing because it's just appearances. It's just transmog, and so some people are going to be like, oh, it's been great. I've been getting everything that I wanted, or I don't have enough tender. I don't get anything. I'm it's impossible to get everything that I want, or the trading post sucks. Everything here is like of like lowbrow quality, and I've never spent a single tender. We're all over the place, and that's fine because that's what the trading post is inviting us to do. It's do what you want with it, or don't. Wish you can send me tendies. I wish so too. But at least not spending money on Cyber Monday saves me money for my California summer holiday next year. Now that'll be cool. What part of California you plan on visiting, Peter? I can send you a ton of fans. You can send me a ton of fans. That really? Do you work at like a fan store? Last 2 posts I spent a lot, but you still have 5K. Ooh, that's a lot, man. See, I didn't even buy I don't feel like I bought a lot. So you can see, okay, so unfortunately that did not show everything. So let's go to the trading post real quick. So what I bought is stuff that you can't really see, but you can sort of see. Okay, so what did I buy? I bought the shield, right? Because you just have to. I bought the shoes, got the tabard. I got both colors of the mask thing, right? I got the thing with the scarf, but I skipped the hood. I got both sets of earmuffs and the two shoulders, and that cost me about 1,200. Oh, really? You have a lot of. Oh, well, I don't really care about the RBG fans. I just care if they're quiet. Like, are they good? As in, like, they're quiet too? Because if I have spare room, then maybe I'll ask for some. I really need to set up a post office box. I really need to set up a PO box because I'll often get offers from like advertisers or whatever to be like, hey, we want to send you stuff, and for the most part, they just want to steal your information. I'm sure, but I'm sure some of them are legit. But I don't want to just blankly give people my address. I'd rather give them a PO box. So I really should set that up. Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna be on top of it. So even if I get like the dinkiest PO box, and I never get anything but notifications from the post office saying, "Hey, we have your stuff, but it's too big for your post office box." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll come right down." And it's only a hop skip away. It's not that bad. You're gonna go to wine country, but I'll be going for 3 weeks, and there's only so much wine I can suffer. I was. That's where we went to a place. Peter, if I remember, I'll try to get the name from my wife, and because I forgot the name of the place. We went to this place up in Napa over the weekend, and it was only like a quick tasting. It's pretty good though. I don't know what your palate is, and I'm not a big wine person. I won't be able to really have a conversation with you about it, but it was just good. My wife and my brother-in-law, they're much more. They have much more picky palates, but then they were satisfied too. They picked up a few bottles, so and they even signed up for a club. So we're gonna be going down. We're gonna be going up to Napa every couple of months or so to pick up a case of whatever. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So might be fun. Let's see. You have a few of the 011D. I don't know what that is. Get the OnlyFans or daisy chain together makes your PC cleaner and easier to build. They have RBG and non-RBG, and we're drinking. Yay! Wine's yucky. Fair enough. Do you like grape juice though? Want to taste wine to sell at the restaurant mostly? Yeah, depending on the place that we went to, it's a smaller place, but they still do like a decent enough volume that it's not like your Walmart. You're not going to be asking for thousands of cases or anything like that. But there were other places that we went to. But yeah, for Napa, we just went there really quick, and then we went to the Charles Schulz museum. The dude that made peanuts. We did that because my brother-in-law has their kid with them, and then she had a pretty good time. She was like drawn and stuff. That was cool. And we ate. Thursday we had prime rib. Friday I forget. Saturday we had turkey. Sunday we had a lot of Chinese takeout. Monday also took a break, and now we're back. My stomach is suffering though. I need to like. I feel like I ate so much different kinds of food. It caused my skin to kind of like flare up, and it just doesn't feel great right now. But oh well. Do you think we'll ever get one boss raid scan or have multiple raids going on at one time, like next to Gruel and Mech-Theridon? Good question. I think it's like if the theme allows for it. Because essentially a one boss raid is just one boss, and maybe you can tell a bit of a story with that, with like the one boss thing. I mean, people are all over the place too, Sarah. There are some people who really want to go back to the really really big raids with the large wings. They want 10, 11 boss raids instead of the 8s that we have right now. The winery that I wish I remembered the name. I'm sorry, but it was a smaller spot. The but we ended up picking up. couple cabs. Yeah, we ended up picking up a couple cabs. I did like this one Sauvignon Blanc that we had, but it was mostly like, hey, do we want to pick up stuff for my mother-in-law? And the answer was no. So like, okay, we won't pick up that. So we picked up some reds. I think the trading post as a whole is a pretty significant success. Has a good mix of low res vintage vibe. That's an interesting way to put it. High res ensembles and recolors and mounts and niche items, and it's partially tied to modern content, unlike transmog farming, which is good for players who, like me, who find going back to old raids and one-shotting everything kind of boring. I'm not sure if I should get the rock mount from Trading Post or the Sylvanas set. I mean, if you have, it sounds like you have that frozen. So, yeah, keep that thing frozen for now. And what am I doing here? I'm doing delves because it's delve week. So I'll try to turn my brain off and do this while I chat with you folks. Let's see if I can walk and chew gum at the same time, yeah? Should be fine. I'm on my main. And I just need to do how many? I need to do 5. Oh, 5 of any tier. I should just do this on alts or like level up a character too. But no, I'm too lazy for that. No way. Trading post has been something for everyone, maybe not every month, but often enough. And I think that's one of the big takeaways is that it's not, sometimes, like I said, maybe you'll have a spend month, maybe you'll have a save month, and I think that's cool because, if it was a must-have all the time, that's kind of troublesome, right? Because then we're never gonna have enough tender to get everything. I made a chart. I made a cool chart. Okay, I made it a while ago, and then I kind of fell off on it. But I listed up all the items in the trading post every month, including this month, and then I was able to like get some data out of it. Like, oh, what's the most expensive thing? Like for example, what's the most expensive thing that has been in the trading posts in like during this year? During the 2024-2025 season. So that's probably going to be not Celestial Steed because that's a recolor there. It's going to be these like mostly ensembles. So the Dark Ranger one, the Gladiator one that was from last month, and the that mage thing that was a big one. The most expensive thing right now is like this repost of an ensemble, but that was from a while ago. But those are like the most expensive things. I would say like the most high profile, maybe not high profile, but like the most high quality thing that has come in. It's like this one back. Here you go, the Deep Sea Treasure Pack. I want to add links to this eventually too. If you pull that up, it's like this very meticulous looking back piece that has a straight up aquarium that you're like dragging around. But that I would say is like the most, I guess the most high quality thing that's been put on here. Of course, everyone's gonna feel really different. One other thing that I noticed too is that stuff generally just got cheaper. Things are a little bit cheaper, but more than anything, pets are cheaper than they were in previous the previous year. So let me filter this down to pets. Change this to the order so we just see like the time. Like you'll notice here, this is like the first year. So we see pets going for 600, going up to 750. But if we look at the second year, they start at like 200. And they max out, well, that's a repost. They max out at 500. Now, also, when something is posted, like the price never changes for the most part. Like I've seen some inconsistencies, but I feel like that's more like user error on my part than anything. And then D helped me set up a pivot table of like some kind of useful information, like in this first column, this is the total cost of everything that comes in. So like for November, if you wanted to buy everything in that November trading post, you needed 20,000 tender, which sounds like pretty ridiculous. But I also wanted to make another column that took out all the reposts. So in actuality, November added the fewest number of items, new items to the trading post. So it's kind of a fun little thing that I threw together, and I'm gonna pull up some little factoids and give some takes, opinions as usual when I talk about the future of the trading post, because that's always fun. Especially because we're getting that change with the income. Like I also wanted to, definitely bring up ideas like how it'll help people get more stuff, but there are two big, not even, I wouldn't call them problems necessarily, but two issues that I can identify with. And one, it's new players who are getting into this. Like, it'll take them a long time to get, quote, caught up, and I don't know what the solution is there. And two, it takes a really long time for stuff to come back in. Like there are a ton of items that have not circulated back in, in the 2 years since the trading post started. And so I'll be talking about that. And of course, if there are other things that you guys mentioned that I think I should talk about in that video at least, I'll definitely bring it up. About the trading post, I'm starting to get a little bit more prudent with my tender. Got to save up for when housing items get added to it. Yeah, that's definitely a topic that I'll bring up. Is that, in a year or so, we're more than likely, because the trading post is a cosmetic centric thing, we're going to probably see housing items. It's probably not going to be a huge thing, or it's not going to be like a huge amount of items that are going to be coming in, but we're probably going to see them. Like I feel like it's gonna be a pretty conservative offering though, because if they were to like really go ham on it, like people who are gonna save right now, we're already under that sort of impression that, hey, you know what? In order to get all the housing things that we want, we're going to not buy stuff and we're just going to save. And that's a choice, but it's kind of like how people have been saving in hopes for a Brutosaur mount. Hey, maybe they'll bring it in and then it'll cost like 3,000 tender. But I think that's one of those rules that Blizzard won't break. They're never going to put in an item that costs more than what you can possibly earn in a given month. So we're never going to see something that goes for 1,000. I think the highest thing that we've seen was 900 or 950 or so. So we can definitely save for stuff, but I think they want to kind of reassure folks and be like, well, we don't want you to not participate in the trading post at all, or not buy stuff and miss out on this many months of stuff, like a year's worth of stuff, because you're waiting for you're waiting to pick up all the player housing stuff. They don't want you to miss out, But that's why there's so many options on how to get appearances, whether you earn them in game, whether it's the end of the month kind of reward, or you get it or if you're just impatient, you want to get it from the shop. That's also a choice. Like for example, we got the new trading post, but we also got a new, that little sailor outfit kind of thing, little magical girl outfit. We had another one of those come in, which is the same. Which is the recolor of the one from last year, which is now in the trading post. So people who are just patient about stuff, who are like, oh my god, this thing's in the shop, this is terrible, just wait. It's going to show up in the trading post eventually. I'd be surprised if the Gilded Brutosaur showed up, because that's a big ticket item. But I'm not gonna say it'll never happen either, because it's a mount, it's a trading post thing, so. Or it's a shop thing, so it might show up. You got the new pet? Nice. And we're mogging. Cool. It's good to have save months. It's healthy for the system and player mentality. Yeah, if everything always sucked, it's an opinion, right? and you're saving that tender for something cool, because hey, you know, there might be something cool for you. And it's also good feedback. If you think everything in the trading post sucks, say so. You know, definitely say so and talk about the things that you'd want to see instead. Hey, I want to see stuff from the shop. I mean, we're definitely getting those, but maybe they should take into consideration like how long it takes for things to be in the shop versus then it showing up on the trading post eventually. You know, people were wanting this that magical girl outfit, that dark one. They wanted it ever since it came out, and it took almost a year for it to come out, but it came. Is that too long, too short? I don't know. Trading Post is trash on December. Yeah, everyone's got opinions. I was saying earlier, Kyra, I'm like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a save month for the most part, but then I spent like 1,200. I'm like, oh, well, there goes that, I guess. Remember the deep sea back piece? Kind of wish I got it, but it was pricey, but it was also like, you know, compared to other items that we've seen, you know, very high quality. It's the kind of thing that you would see on the shop. It's not something that I personally cared for. Like for me, it was like, nah, I ain't getting that. That's too rich for my blood, buddy. I'm not gonna get it on the. I'm not gonna get it if it shows up on the shop either. Unless it's like $5, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe. You took a 7-year break from the game after Classic to Rav, came back in Legion, and now I'm about to quit again. War Within is disgustingly bad MO. That's a shame. What don't you like about it? I don't think you're wrong. I just wanna hear what you got to say. I mean, you're saying it, so you might as well follow through, man. Lita, hey, what's up? I want the rest of the blue version to the Twilight Witch set. I think that's the one that showed up on the shop, right? I haven't even looked at the item to see like what's going on there. Woo! For me, at least, War Within has been dope. It's been dope. Part of it is that I don't feel, how you feel like kind of locked in. It's like, oh man, you know, I gotta stay in here because otherwise I'm gonna fall behind. Like it's kind of like a not a trap, but it's very much like a gamer sort of MMO live service kind of thing where you feel sort of locked in because, like, for example, if we were comparing Wrath to now, what did we do back then? We repped up until we were done, and then we stopped doing dungeons altogether, and then we did raids, and then that was it. And for some people, that's peak shit. That was when the game was good, when we had like these really easy stopping points. We graduated from dungeons, we moved on to raids, we did the raid on 10 and 25, and then we're done. Yeah, I'm not trying to knock it. You know, that's just what people like, and like that's it. These days, you have a lot of different things you can do depending on your player taste, your skill level, and all that, and lots of things that you can, and a much bigger emphasis on non-power rewards, as in like cosmetics, pets, mounts, transmog, so on and so forth. Without that same feeling of being locked in, like, oh, if you missed out and you did get your badges, then that's it. You're fucked. Or you gotta do the raids if you want to get them Valor badges. You don't do it, then you miss out. If you showed 2 blue weapons in the video the other day, it wasn't the entire set. Got it. Is it the best expansion since Legion? Yeah, well, oh, I mean, yeah, but like for me, the bar is a little different because I didn't like Legion that much actually. It was good. It was a good expansion. All the expansions were good, but I also was really dissatisfied by feeling like I gotta play through every class in order to experience the story, and that was a big turnoff for me. The whole thing with getting an alt up as well. That was also really irritating because it's like, hey, cool, let's make an alt. Okay, cool, go ahead and level up. Sweet. Now what? Now you gotta now you gotta do the campaign, and now you gotta hope that the legendaries that you get are gonna get you started. Otherwise you're gonna feel crippled, and you're gonna have a harder time getting into groups, which was not a me thing. But just that whole feeling of my character not feeling powerful unless my first two legendaries happen to be like quote the good ones, and then and if it wasn't, then you just feel bad. Like that was a big demotivator for me, and it made me not want to try very hard with I'm not a big alt person anyway. But even just going through the stories and stuff, it was wearing me out because I'm like, I'm not having fun doing this just so I can go through the story. So yeah, and I know I'm gonna struggle with this too when I go for that meta achievement and I'm trying to get the that one Johnny mount form kind of thing. Because I gotta play through the Alliance campaign, but at the very least I can play the class that I want. And while not exactly straightforward, it'll be like this direct. Okay, there's a lot of story to get out of this, and people have said mostly good things about the leveling campaigns and stuff. I'm always trying to play catch up. That's MMOs for you. Oh, what do you think they'll have in the February trading post? They mentioned they'd be bringing back some of the most sought-after trading post items, so I'm curious what your thoughts are. Wait, they said that? I thought they said. I thought they just talked about having the increased income. Let's see. Something trading post and news. I forget. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is. It's somewhere here. Okay, no, it was from the December trading post. So. Oh, I think I see what you're saying here. We'll be celebrating the second anniversary with an extension to the reward bar. So I guess maybe they are going to make it longer. Through a variety of activities, and expand your spending power on several selections, including previously released transmogs, mounts, pets, toys. Wait. We'll be celebrating the second anniversary with an extension to the reward bar, comma, allowing you to earn more tender through activities, and expanding your power. No. Actually, no, this does not. That they did not say. They're not saying that they're going to, expand on whatever. They're just talking about what the extra spending power will let you do, which is to get more stuff. Yeah. I mean, if it's implied here, they didn't. I don't think they did a great job of underlying that. But I would hope so. Like one of the things that I would want. Oh shit! I missed something. One of the things that I would want the trading post to do is to expand on the stuff that's come back, or expand on the returning items. There we go. Legion's good because the class halls, quest chains, and the mage tower. Yeah, it sucked for people who didn't care about alts though. Like it was for alts, it felt, or no, I'm sorry, for non-alt people, it felt empty. So, the losers like me. Legion's the only expansion I had all alts at max level. I mean, I do it out of duty almost, but I didn't enjoy it, and I still haven't played through like all the class quest lines and stuff like that. I didn't care. It was actually BFA where I ended up leveling all characters to max. I geared them up and I got them through horrific visions. That was like this anomaly. for me. I misread that. I just really want those tabards. No, I feel you. I mean, those will rotate back in. Like, part of what I'd like to see, again, I want to see like a bigger expansion on like stuff that's coming back again. Returning items. Little trivia, like based on that spreadsheet, there are I think 9 or 10 items that have shown that have returned to the trading post 3 times, or we've seen them 3 times total. But can I burn this shit? Oh, actually, that doesn't matter. But there are obviously tons and tons of items that have yet to be seen a second time, especially even stuff that we've seen from the first month. So like those bandoliers that people saw that maybe they wanted them, maybe they didn't. Haven't seen those in 2 years now, in almost 2 years now. So having an expanded list like that would be kind of cool. One thing to lightly suggest is if there are items that are pretty old and they've been on the trading post for like quite some time, I think they should consider putting them on like an always up, like kind of a warehouse where they just stop rotating. They're just there all the time. So they just stop rotating that stuff. And I think that I wouldn't be so opposed to that. I don't, but I am also kind of suggesting maybe they should give a discount on those as well. But still link it, but still lock it into the trading post ecosystem. Like if it goes into the warehouse, like don't charge it for like just gold or whatever. That would kind of cheapen it. And it would create a scenario where one could always be like kind of ahead on the trading post, and I don't know if I'd like that. All right, where am I going? This way. Now that player housing is confirmed, what's the next dream feature that I want? Small things. So I want to be able to transmog the left glove and the right glove. So if I want to hide one of my gloves, I want to be able to do that. So give me asymmetrical transmog for the gloves. I mean, hell, I guess the natural thing if we had player housing is to move up to guild halls. A bigger house, a bigger house that has a bit more group orientation to it. Oh yeah, I finished the thing. True strength. Oh, okay, nice. Moving on. So yeah, I guess guild houses would be like the next thing, but before that, actually, I want a big guild. Yeah. That's gonna be the next thing. We should have a guild revamp. Big guild revamp, top to bottom, how it works, everything. I've talked about it across numerous videos, and I'm not gonna summarize everything, but it's a lot of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, trading post clearing warehouse. That'd be cool. It would be cool. But yeah, otherwise it's small things like considering how transmog is now, it's baffling that we just don't have transmog we can that the holiday transmog that used to be like specific to the event. We should just drop that restriction. Let's just let us wear whatever year round. Like, I mean, I could dress kind of like this. I could have this weapon and shield. Why can't I do other stuff? Like, that line is blurring. And at this point, it's a kind of needless restriction that, yeah, there's just no point. Did that guy follow up? I don't think he followed up. I think he just bounced out. And, like, that was it. What did he say again? He said, oh yeah, that War Within is disgustingly bad. Disgustingly bad. but no follow-up. Or I missed it. Maybe I missed it. Nope, not there. Okay, why is that hidden thing there still? We know. Just looking at the trainer post, maybe with the mounts, but boring otherwise. Shield wins. That shield. That's always a winner for me. But it's also just like the small things too. The small things. I feel like maybe that's a big part of why they're giving us the income. Why they're raising the income by a bit. Because I just got small items. Like the biggest thing that I got was the shield. And otherwise, I just went for like the cheapies. And yet I'm broke. Boo. Yeah. Alright, I gotta kill hella dudes. Right? Yeah. Kill lots of dudes. And then I'm fine. Oh, he came back. Thanks, Ivy. Yeah, I'm not trying to call you up like, look at this guy. Drops his line and bounces. No. I appreciate the reply. So, game direction is terrible. Turned into an instant, seasonal, zero grind, filthy casual type, no main, all alts fair at the moment, and I'm about done with it. Okay. An instanced. I'm trying to remember Wrath as best as I can. It's been many moons, and I never actually. Well, let me tell you, have you tried Classic? Have you been like hopping into Classic instead? Because some people are liking that. It's not the same, I would argue, but because yeah, I've looked at Wrath the same. I guess maybe that's my copium like really kicking in, but I look at Wrath the same way. You had the starting season, and then you had the Oldwise season, and then you had the Trial of the Crusader season, and then you had the ICC season. Boop-a-da-boo. Yeah, and same difference. You just did your shit. Your gear refreshed each raid, and like that was it. That's how I took it. So. I think I guess the way I look at it, like the whole season dealy, is just them dropping the pretense of what was actually going on. It's like of course we're resetting our gear like every couple months or so. I think the training post offerings are leaning a little too goofy. Maybe they should add a little something with a little more cool factor. I would say, I kind of agree there too. This one, December is typically like a festive month, and so they want to lean a little bit into like the holiday stuff, but there's not a whole lot of holiday stuff. Some repeats, of course, that are still there, but otherwise, not so much in like the badass category, right? And we're pretty subjective there too. But last month we got that Gladiator set, which I did think was cool, but I skipped out on it because I'm like, no, I'll take the Sylvanas set instead. But there was a Sylvanas set, and that was a big hit with folks. Unless you hate Sylvanas, then well, too bad. At least you got the kind of like old school Varian kind of look, if you want, for people who remember that. Did I clear the room for the most part? Yeah, I did. Oh, did I stomp enough dudes? I don't think I stomped enough dudes. Yeah, there's like these guys here that I think I missed. Yeah, okay. And then it's actually this way. Yeah. I was gonna go the wrong way anyway. But yeah, that's my follow-up. What about Classic? Oh shit! Yeah, because without I feel like in Wrath, like it was less instance because you graduated from the dungeons and then you just didn't do dungeons. So yeah, yeah. I get fuel off this, right? I thought I got fuel off of this. Maybe not. Let's just hop from spot to spot. How about that? Whoa. The gifts have become old and stale and repetitive. I can agree with, and it's something that I've been talking about for years and years and years. That's why I've been talking about player housing, because no matter what, like it's been like this for forever now. Up until up until midnight, I guess. We can do the most badass raid. We can do the coolest experience or whatever, but in the end, we're still going for gear, transmog, pets, bounce titles, something else. The glory, the achievement. And I guess one thing that, something that I haven't talked about, maybe this will be an interesting thought for people to chew on. People don't really feel satisfied by the social aspect of it anymore because they've abandoned it because they pug all the time. That's their experience. For me, I get a lot of satisfaction of playing with my team, taking the people who I've got. You know, I can try to be as picky as I can, but ultimately, like, I got to work with these people who I've recruited and cultivated and have played with some for years and years and years and get stuff done. And there's a certain satisfaction that that I get knowing that it's not just me who's getting these victories and these boss kills, it's the team. And sometimes it's not in the most ideal conditions because some folks, they don't play as well as others, or are we don't have like the class synergy or the buffs, or we got too much freaking melee or something like that. And so that's a satisfaction that I feel like not a lot of folks get anymore because they don't participate in that part of the game. There are rewards that are not that you don't exactly see, that aren't as tangible. Does that make sense? I hope. Um, and so you get what you get. Yeah. But no, like I said, I feel you on how rewards have just felt the same. It's like, cool, I got a shield. I got another shield out of the hundreds of shields that I already have, or helmets, or transmog, or mounts, or whatever. And that's kind of that's one of those inevitable symptoms that come from, hey, guess what? This game is 20 years old. You know, how do you not feel old at this point? That's a unique challenge. And sometimes there is no answer. Sometimes it's just, well, this is it. This is the game. Would people be happy if there was like a really, really big change up to the game that they've been playing for 20 years? Or would they be pissed that, oh man, they pulled a Star Wars Galaxies on us? I never played it, but I remember hearing news about like how there were like really big changes to the game, and that's one of the big things that just turned a lot of people away from it. Apart from just the normal attrition of people coming and going and coming and going. Still crossing your fingers for bonus? No, I think if it was gonna come, dude, it would have come already, or it would have been part of the bonus. Like, I was hoping that they would have kept the ensembles and arsenals for the class stuff for this month and given us another bonus. That would have been cool. But the fact that we're just going to get an overall income increase, that's cool too. It's hard to be mad at that. I think if people are feeling a lull in War Within, it's because there's so many ways to gear and level up that it's almost not a challenge anymore. The plateau has certainly it's definitely easier to hit that plateau, or it's high, and it's higher. Before it was okay, you can get dungeon gear, but then now you got to do group content if you want group gear. You know, now we have all these options of okay, cool, we can do solo content, we can get stuff crafted. Of course, to get the very best stuff, you still got to do the very hardest things. You know, but then that's when you're trying to go higher than that otherwise accessible plateau, and people are still finding friction there too. Oh my god, keys are too hard, right? Or you know, yeah, they're too hard relative to what they were in previous seasons, previous years. You know, can't deny that. Pugs is also a kind of social experience, I suppose. I'm gonna I'm gonna make that argument though. I'm gonna say that you know pugging just doesn't give that same level of fulfillment as being like it's not the same kind of it's not what I would call fulfilling group content because at the end of the day you're by yourself. Ah, but at the end of our raid night, I'm still in the guild, and I can, you know, and there's an impact of like, okay, my guild got gear. You know, we got this stuff, we got that stuff, and now everyone's able to benefit a bit from it. And I'm being so reckless on this bull. I think I need to. I'm getting slowed by something. Oh, it's the web stuff, evil web stuff. Ew. Well, only because it's the tank. Great news, foreskin banners are being added. That's great to hear. Ew. Everything's better when you're helping a team. It goes both ways, though, you know? Sorry, you know, being my usual devil's advocate, but when it sucks, it sucks. But I feel like it's worth fighting for. It feels so worth it. Maybe it's because of the nature of me being the tank as well. Like I'm not gonna feel that same satisfaction if I'm just murking myself out. Oh, did I? I don't think I needed this pull, right? Yeah. They should put invincible on the trading post. Maybe. I mean, if they did it, then what? You know, cool. Now, not everyone. It's like cool. Now we got it. Then what? So, I think the only thing that would be taken away is not taken away, but the worst result would be people being like, oh, I worked on that for like years and years to try and farm it, and these people didn't have to. You know, you'd have those kinds of conversations. You get a flash of news on that, and that's about it. Because now it's just like, okay, now Invincible's on here. Now it's just a thing. When we're back in Wrath, I spam dungeons for badges to buy raid gear. I feel like a little Mythic Plus now, just with no timer back then. Hee hee. Well, the thing is, like, that was tough too, because you the gear that you got from the Justice badges that you got, they'd only take you so far. It only got you like a gear that was, I think, equivalent to 10 man. If you wanted the gear equivalent to 25 man, you needed to get Valor badges, and I think those you only got from the raids. I think. I don't have the best memory of that. Especially because now with Wrath Classic, they upped the ante, and now they have like this special kind of tougher heroic thing. Because people just got better at the game too. Oh no. Okay, actually no. I want to pick this up. I want to give myself some room to fight, so I gotta do this, and then I think I just do the thing, and then the thing pops up. Nope, that was a lie. Let's try that again. I hit this, then it refills my shit. Then I drop it. Smart. WoW 2.0. 2.0, that's TBC, man. Shoot, we're on 11. I know, I'm joking, but I'm also right. Sayon, hey, what's up? Consoles was good, but I'm not going back in an infinite reset loop in the past. I've done it already. I like revisiting in a 2019 release, but that's it. I'm not going back over and over. Yeah, that was me too. Like, I back then, you know, that's when I founded my guild that I'm still in today, and I don't want to like try to compare the experience. You know what I mean? That, and you know, I played through it. I didn't do everything. I didn't play, you know, I didn't do heroics in Wrath. I didn't do 25-man heroic Lich King or whatever. But I don't feel like I need to either. You know, that's a certain experience that I'll just never get because you can't undo stupid. I mean, Wrath played differently as well, but I also just know the fight already. I know what to do. So I'm like, yeah, that's not really going to do it for me. I mean, one of the cool things I like about War Within is that what I'm doing right now, I'm playing like a form of endgame by myself. I didn't need to wait for no one. I didn't need to. I don't have to deal with partners that might screw things up or start some drama in like the random queue doohickey whatever. I can just jump right in and start playing the game. You know, that I feel is like part of how gearing is faster is because people are they're unleashed. You know, they don't have to hold back. They just go for it. And sometimes I think psychologically we kind of take that for granted too. It's like, oh, I'll get around to it. Sure, whatever. And that can risk us playing the game less because knowing that we can play it at any time, we'll just get on whenever we feel like it. Now that we can like do a delve. As far as Blizzard's concerned, it's like, oh, if playtime is playtime, as long as you're subbing and playing the game, it's all good for us. Heroics and Wrath weren't that difficult since the 3 ICC ones. Original Kata Heroics were challenging though. Those were fun. I have good memories of those. Because even then I had I was only playing with guildmates. I mean, we'd fill with pugs or whatever if we just needed to sign up. But I thought they were fun pre-nerf. They were hard, but we learned from them and got through it. That's what made me particularly proud of the guild. I'm like, look at that, and that's when I started to realize that, you know, there's a certain benefit from being in this guild bubble. You know, that we're protected from a lot of, I'd say like 90% of WoW problems, which a lot of it centers on, not everything obviously, but a lot of it centers on I can't get into a group. I need to be this class. I need to be this spec. I need to play at this level in order to be attractive in groups. And my whole thing is, no, you don't. You don't have to do that. Fuck that. Too much trouble. Just show up, come on over, have fun. I feel like the working together has disappeared a little. It's not that the game. It's not that the game is a victim of its own success, but when we have all these conveniences of being able to queue up and sign up for stuff, and group leaders have they can be picky and choosy. They're going to be picky and choosy, and that's going to cause some problems. And of course, Blizzard's going to get the blame for it. It's only natural. Mm-hmm. Whee! It's not the same, I know. It's not the same, but I still talk to people I probably did back in the day, so if you are lucky. Now, that's cool. And what am I doing down here? Oh, I'm totally just going, let's go the wrong way. I just killed the original Catahorux and it was fantastic. That was the epitome of DPS healing with discs. Smart heals, tons of bubbles, boatloads of damage that went into healing. Was atonement a thing in Cataclysm? Because I remember how broken bubbling was during Wrath. I fondly remember one of like those big Lich King mechanics being like, "Oh, just pre-bubble the raid, and then everyone's fine. No one gets hurt." Like, oh, well, that's it was Infest, I think, the one where the whole team gets infected by a thing. They need to be healed up to a certain level, otherwise the damage over time will keep going. But if you bubble it, then you'll be over that like 80-90% threshold anyway, and then nothing happens. I remember my druid healer would get like butthurt over it, like, yeah, broken ass disc stealing my heals. I'm like, you okay, dude? Whatever works, I'd say. And I'd be like, what would I know? It's not like I'm a paladin. It's not like I have self-sustain. Oh man, back then, when tanks didn't have the self-sustain that they do now. It's crazy. I suppose there are rare pug groups where you find that fun energy and chat. It's a good type of temporary social interactions, but it's rare. It definitely happens, 100%. Otherwise, people would they wouldn't pug at all either as well. But I disagree with. It doesn't agree with me. I don't think people are wrong, but definitely not my vibe. I don't want to group up and have an experience that I can't ever get again because I won't get those same people. I want to fight to preserve that experience and, have that again, possible. But also part of part of being a guild is sometimes you'll have not so great nights. That's the reality of it. It's what makes those wins that much sweeter once you get through it. Like when we were progressing through Onsarek during this tier, it took a while for us to get through phase 1. A lot of it was on tanks because tanks were screwing up. Breathe, motherfucker. A lot of it was that, but once we got through that first phase, the rest we progressed through pretty quick. So that feeling of, of stretching your patience, and otherwise trying to learn and grow and improve on things incrementally over time, through your gear and just learning stuff or developing new tactics, because we blind raid too. When we got it, oh, that felt good. Ooh, that feels good. And how many tricksters are there? Holy crap. Yeah, there's so many. Oh, ambush. They need more of this. They need like little mini Zekvirs to come out every now and then too, man. Just to mess with us. And in the underwater delve. That's especially insidious. Don't you have to breathe too, you punk ass? Oh, don't get me killed here. I mean, I'm sure I'll be fine, but that fear is a little annoying. Oh, and we got, damn it. I'm gonna be getting speared. Here we go. Watch the yank. No yank. Oh, he's almost at 50. We're fine. Bye. Okay. So don't forget to loot. Sometimes I forget to loot the horn, and then I feel really bad. Shield, come on. No shield. Sadness. Anyway, where was I? Sorry, I had to look away for a bit for that. 3 RCC ones are easy too. Once you figure out the polls, and pre-nerf cattle heroics were legendary in terms of overtuning. Healers were crap. Burn. I abused my healers back then because I would just take them to queues and I'd overpull and I'd be like, all right, this is your training, let's go. My healers are good. I teach them well. See, I've retired from WoW and I monked 80% of the damage to one of the bosses in BRD, and now I'm complete. Hey, sometimes when there's nowhere else to go but down, you just wanna leave it on a high note, right? What on earth is a I don't know. I didn't say it. Someone else did. I just read it out loud. Sorry. Alright, trying to get caught up with chat here. Actually, yeah. Just gotta make sure I'm breathing. Atonement was a permanent buff, okay. They make getting gear and alts easier than ever, and sadly, I have zero interest in making alts. It feels like it's just a flavor of the month reroll fest constantly with every blue post. Since gearing is a joke with zero grinds, personally, I like having a legit grind and main character. Hey, that's me. Hey, that's how I play. But I also don't, you know, even though I stream, I don't play like 26 hours a day. Like when I opened my vault this week, I got delves. I had like some delve things. Well, it's because I played as my mage during this week's raid, during last week's raid, and that was fun. You know, it was a nice change of pace, but I don't seriously play my ult. No way. For me, it's I have a very particular schedule. Like I have a routine, and it's been like this for years and years and years. Like expansion starts, I'll go ham. I'll try to gear up from like alternate sources as best as I can, so I don't have to take gear from the raid, so I don't have to roll for stuff. And then we progress through the raid on normal, and then heroic. We spend a certain number of weeks on one difficulty. We move on to the next one, and from there, once we clear heroic, it's like yay! Then we can fuck around. You know, we still show up for raid every week, so that's a big thing, having the routine of showing up for raid all the time. You know, we just like do alts. I tend to not get on any alts. I just kind of stick to my main because I'm just gonna be, you know, I just focus on getting more transmog and stuff, and I just focus on my main character. Now I don't play at the highest level. You know, like once I get to a certain point, I'll stop because after that it's just a grind, knowing that the next raid I'm going to be replacing the gear. So I don't take a whole lot of value in being like, all right, team, we're getting right back into it so we can get a little bit higher item level and get you know, get a couple more, get another achievement thing. You know, I've curated the guild in such a way that we don't value that. For the most part, my team is full of like older folks. It's like, okay, cool, I can like do other stuff, play other games, free myself up for, you know, my other responsibilities, that sort of stuff. Easy. But I very much have like a certain routine on how I play, and that consistency is valuable to me. Things that kind of change things up are the idea of delves. So it's like, this does introduce the idea of, okay, well, if I feel like changing things up and I want to switch to an alt and, you know, just kind of check things out, cool. One thing that's helped though, throughout my WoW career, because I have had periods where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of bored, I'm not really doing anything. And sometimes I just have to go outside the box. and professions were that area outside the box. I don't know if it interests you. I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just telling my story here. But when I felt like I was, running out of things to do and I was getting bored, professions and getting into the idea of economic PvP, that was fascinating. That got me excited. And since then, now I dabble in that. So now, and now I incorporate that into like how I play with the guild. So I'm the guild's wallet. I am its guild bank. So the money that I make it all just goes to them, and I play the game for them. So to me, WoW is it's more of a social game than anything. But I also happen to be able to express it through like this one character that I have, and I have fun doing it too. Disco and Wrath was peak anime watching for me. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's it, right? I remember those days. Yeah, disc is. I guess a way to describe it is like very, like bursty. You have these periods where you just like do like intense healing, and yeah, I do like that. Disc and bubbling, it requires a lot of like fight knowledge and pre-planning and stuff, because it has a really big payoff if you do it well. Saves the other healers tons of mana on other stuff when you just prevent the damage in the first place. I believe all the gear scores and mythic plus scores and drains and so on have taken away some of the fun, like the Roy Jenkins moments. Have they though? Like, there are people who clearly play outside of their level, whether it's the gear or skill level. So you can, in a way, you can say that's their Leroy moment. All gear score is just, it's something that we figured out very easily. And then once we did, there was just no going back from it. I mean, hell, and whether it's WoW or another games community would have also figured it out, and the industry would have adopted it from that game instead. Now that I play a lock, I can tolerate underwater delves. Haha! Smart. That is the way to do it. This is as pain in the ass the underwater delves can be. It's the delve type that keeps me awake. Hey, a bounty. It's been a minute since I've seen those. Cool. Damn, achievements. Ooh, I got a bunch of shit. Hold on. What was this? Cornerstone of Dornigal. So, yeah, what did I get? Kazakar Diplo. Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. So that's this one. The Kaz-Agar Diplomats. Vermilion Patrons Elegance. What does this look like? Vermilion. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. This is the same one as the Gilneas one, right? It's somewhere here, like Gilneas something shit. It's here somewhere. I just don't know the name. Nope, I lost it. Not that, not that. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? No, no, no. Drake Riders, something or other. Oh, maybe it's not even a set. It should be a set, though. That's kind of lame if it doesn't show up like that. But anyway, I know I have something like that. And I got a Delver's Bounty, so yay, go me. Let's get some shit. Sadly, I guess the game's not for me anymore. Perhaps if running current WoW's game philosophy 180s, one day I shall return, but installing when my sub expires until then. It's all good, dude. It's all good. I can't see them going backwards. I mean, you know, call it a 180, call it taking a step back. I don't feel like it's going to go that route. I think today's players have been very receptive to, have been for the most part receptive to how things are now, with tweaks, right? But I don't think we're gonna get a 180. We'll continue to, you know, give feedback, give our bitching, as we should. But for the most part, yeah, a lot of these big fundamental things about what WoW is today, they're more than likely gonna stick around. After the saga is when I would expect like a really big change, like probably things like a big talent a big talent overhaul, big things with systems and approaches. So I'd say check back in 6 years. You know, 6 years is a nice good break. You took a 7-year break. What's another 6? All good. See you later, Neeb. Okay, so I just need to do just one more, right? Oh, that works out, because I could just do the one bountiful here in Undarkeep. Yeah, I feel like the guild has been able to thrive a lot more than it ever has been in Dragonflight and War Within. And it's thanks to, you know, thanks to all this flexibility. Like, hell, like flex raids. That's huge. You know, it's what helped to, if it wasn't for flex raids, raiding would have been super niche. Borderline dead. If we couldn't have like flexible raids. Dungeons are a little different because of the smaller nature of things, but yeah, it's thanks to flex raids. Oh man, such a huge quality of life bonus for people who play at this level. Mythic is different, right? Mythic is different, it's very involved, it's very, very organized. Lower difficulties, could scuff it, you know? Oh yeah, it's up here, right? And then, no, not here, it was right down here, and then, broop, yay! Is there a thing that counts how many bountiful delves you've done? No. 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 Alright. Good. Because there's no way that I would get, like, an achievement for doing so many bountiful delves. That would be... yeah, that'd be impossible. Snitrum. Schnitrum? Let's go with Schnitrum for now. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, dude. Yeah, I know I've been light on videos in the past week or so because of the holiday stuff, but I do want to talk about the trading post. That's the plan for today. And why isn't this thing opening now? Oh, is it you? Oh, no, I gotta click dudes. All right. Priest all specs were impossible to kill, couldn't damage as quickly as he needed, only makes stood a chance. But oh, mages stood a chance. Oh, yeah, Disc is always frustrated in a fight. Okay, so now I need to follow them somewhere. Yoo-hoo. Oh, this way. Got it. Yeah, obviously a prop paladin is not going to do the throughput to take out a disc priest in almost any in almost any circumstance. Like I'm just doomed. And by comparison, they do way more damage to me than I do to them. Like they hit pretty hard, which is really frustrating. Girlfriend loves your voice. When I watch your clips, that's the only WoW-related thing she tolerates. So thanks. Yay! No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Just wait. Just wait till later when I'm doing 12-hour player housing streams. Okay, it won't be 12 hours. It's gonna be like 14, 15 hours. It's gonna be nuts. My only thing, I want to be able to play it sooner. But if you think about it, if player housing is going to come in, like a year from now, winter 2025, then that means it's going to be on the PTR. Which means I'm probably going to like just quit whatever I'm doing. And I'll just practice builds. Oh, it'd be cool if there was a way to like export whatever your housing build is. That would be extremely helpful for degenerates like me, who's like, I just want to play anything that'll get me playing, dude. Give me that sweet, I could see myself doing that. Oh, I gotta destroy these thingies, right? Yeah, I should know this. I did this thing yesterday, or I did this thing last week. So just gotta like blow these up. Live game? Yeah, what live game? Get it on the housing server, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I do think I'll probably start the new conversation on guilds again. But that's also a much harder thing to sell. Like step one, no matter what, is to like get the approach down right. It's to ask ourselves, what is going to make guilds appealing again? I guess I could ask that of you folks. What would make guilds a worthwhile thing to be in? And I'm convinced that guild housing is not the right answer. It'd be a cool thing to have, but I don't think that's going to be like what gets this thing going. And it shouldn't be forced either. I mean, being social is a choice thing. And I don't want to make it feel like you have to be in a guild in order to da 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 da. That doesn't feel right either. We gotta approach the subject like really, really carefully. Otherwise, it'll be like Cataclysm, where it's gonna feel cool for one expansion, and then they gotta crib it all, rein it in. And that would probably be seen as mostly a failure. Yeah, it's not as fun for the guild, but more than anything, it's not a it's not like the pull, the lure that'll get people in. It's nice dressing. It's like, hey, dude, check out my guild. Look at a cool castle thing. It looks badass. But then what? Then what's the point of being in a guild? Maybe there's like maybe I don't know. I think there's a lot of listening that I should do before I try to approach this topic in a video again, or just make a video where I just kind of rant for a bit. But more than anything, I wanna listen, because the game's way different from what it was before. It's a very pug world, and you can't fight that necessarily. So what do you do instead? Give up? Because I do want to see like guild housing at some point, but it's not going to work if we don't take care of step one first. The one thing I find to be true is he never really quit WoW unironically. I mean, you'll be back, you know, check things out, and if it sucks still, then talk to me about it, because I'll probably still be here. Probably. Okay, so I think okay, if I recall, I can blow these dudes up. So let me bring them all in, bring them all together, and like just see what happens. Come on, just blow all these dudes up. Rah. Let's hope I don't die too. Cool. How long's it been since they updated the guild vendors with anything but a pet or something? Years, years and years and years. They might have done, I think they've done like one change, but it wasn't really like an addition. It was just some change they made to something. I forgot. Let's see. I still need, oh, I don't need that many more. This should be good enough. Just blow these up. Come on. That's not, there we go. And ba-boom. Let's see if that takes care of all of it. I want to see more gimmicky shit in delves like this, you know? So that way people who are not like as combat oriented still have like, ooh, here's a solution I'm, you know, look at me, I'm smart. I figured this out. And now I cheesed like the enemies to make life easier for me. That's always a cool feeling to have. Aside from just like brute force and top damage and high parse, whatever. It's cool too, but you know, there's got to be more to it than that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Update the banners, crafting recipes, maybe guild perks. Perks are dangerous though, because I feel like do you really want to join a guild for like just those perks? Like, is that the kind of person you want who's just there for that, and then once they get what they want from it, then they leave? Give a bonus to vigor generation for flying past a certain level from the guild. Maybe a discount on heirloom upgrades or something. One of the better ideas I think I had was to really take a good look at the idea of a guild group. You know, when you meet a certain threshold, you have enough people in your guild in a party for group content, then you get benefits out of it. Like, it'd be cool if you can unlock, like one of the ideas was a wagon. You know, kind of like when you go into delves, there's like a vendor that lets you facilitate shit, repair and all that stuff. Like, give me a guild wagon. If we're in a guild group, put a wagon at the start of the instance. And have that wagon, like, be a series of checkpoints as well. So that way you have faster respawns. Or you can teleport between, like, you know, these waypoint locations, so it's easier to navigate stuff. That'd be sweet. So like, so just like cool, so cool benefits that don't just benefit being part of the guild, but actually playing with your guildmates. Yeah, I think, you know, because it wouldn't serve a great purpose, because that's what a lot of people did. They joined guilds, but then they didn't really play with the guild. They were just there for the benefits, and like that was it. But what if you can only get the benefits when you're in the guild, or when you're actually in a guild group? Now that threatens to kind of be a little poopy, because that insists that guilds are only for higher end group content, and that shouldn't be the case. So there should be other things too. Trying to go once for heirloom pens. He's there for a long time. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so what did I get? I think I just got a trinket. Was it really a trinket that I got? Yeah. Cool. Not what I want, though. That sucks. What a waste of gilded stuff. Boo. How much gilded do I have? 9. Not enough. Way low on gilded stuff. I think I need to do one more delve. 4 delves completed at any tier. I guess this one was fast, so I'll just do this one a 5th time. Nice and easy. Lorgan, thank you. Thank you very much for subbing. Thank you as well to... I don't think I said thanks to Thalia either. You monster soul. Alright, so I'll just bring this bitch down to a 1. And let's get some credit, baby. I gotta do the meadery. Yeah, last week I was really bad on my chores. This time I want to be a bit better. Like, I didn't even do my profession weeklies last week. I felt really bad. But of course I also ate really well. Okay, so I think let's go down this path and then blow stuff up. I've been here so long it's not even surprising any longer. Man! You're right. Maybe I need to change the sound. You know, change what plays just to change it up. Because it just sounds like just ambient noise now. Maybe that's it. That's not an excuse at all. Alright, so I just need to blow these up. Oh, no, I need to get scrolls, too. Okay, so I do have a purpose here. Kill the scroll bearer, they drop a thing that I want. Otherwise, blow up barrels. Yeah, I was so lazy I ordered another freaking factor box. I'm not even obligated to say it. But I ordered another damn box because I'm a lazy sack. And I'm like, I just want to have things done for me this week. So there should be a box coming like a little... I'm not going to do another thing. I'm good with that. I'm going to let this promotion run its course. Of course, if you are interested, link. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. See, yeah, new achievements would be awesome. You know what I think would be cool? I mentioned this before too. Is if there was like a special, like kind of a, not a talent tree, but there's like a progression tree where we can unlock like certain transmog. Like really, really good transmog. Like, it's gotta look dope, right? And it can be kind of like your guild, you know, your guild standard, your guild uniform of sorts. But you're only allowed to wear that thing while you're in the guild. So it kind of makes it so, you know, I guess for some people they wanna achieve a certain look. Or actually, I guess the idea is it gives that guild a certain character. Hey, this is how we dress. Hey, this is what our uniform or whatever looks like. Not exactly something that would be like, oh, this is why you want to join our guild or something like that. I mean, maybe people will decide, like, you know what, your uniform sucks. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to join you because you chose the nasty looking one, whatever. Did I gain enough things? I gained enough things. Cool. And then I just blow these out, right? Brow. And then don't sneeze. Yep. And that should do it. Let's go. At level 1s at least, this is a very fast elf. Oh, dude, Bran just slapped her. He unloaded on her just now. Damn. He just ripped like half her life. Ooh, that's mean. Alright, Bran. Bran. Yo. Oh, okay. So, if he doesn't get to the door, it eventually just opens up. Cool. Show that the guild leader decided on the guild transmog would then be all be wearing a chef's hat and tabard and no pants. Hey. No tabard. We don't need no tabard. It's all good. Alright, so let me do that roulette that I said I was gonna do like forever ago. Alright. What do we get? Oh boy. Oh, them feats, dude. He's like so thick up top. And then something down there with the feet. He's wearing boots, but it almost looks like he's barefoot. But this is me now. Can we go? We good? We're good. Yeah, I'd go with no pants, sure. Why not? Alright, so Delve bonus week. What else was there? I'm not going to be able to make it for the Dornagle thing. That's going to, yeah, that's going to be over before I get all the credit for it. Okay, so I do have kind of a thought project. So, talking about trading post, for sure. And then I'm going to do some kind of like info gathering on guilds. Sweet. And gear and stuff and what's that? A halo, a ring. Oh, interesting. From Bountiful Delves. Oh, that's haste mastery though. It's okay. That's all right. Okay, so inventory is not that great, but it's not too bad either. Let me see what I can clear out. That's not so bad. Just bad. And then I think there might be some things that I can unlock via transmog, maybe? Murder? That's different stuff. That is... Like, there's some stuff that I can still maybe unlock, but I would need to get veteran gear. If I can get veteran gear, then I'll be able to unlock a few more appearances for my ensemble. Because I'm having the hardest time doing it, man. I don't have a single complete set yet, which is super, super sad. Yeah, so like those I'm still missing. Heroic stuff I'm still missing. So if I get heroic back, heroic wrist, heroic waist. Yeah. I've just been sucking at the transmog. But I think I have all the shields now. From the raid, that is. Let me see. Dungeons, War Within, shields. Yeah, I am... Okay, I do not have everything. I just want Raid Finder, actually. So I need Olgrax and Onsurek. So I might as well queue up for them. So... Ansarek and Ulgrax. First boss and last boss. 15. Meanwhile, maybe I'll try clearing out my bags. Ugh, and my mailbox. Oh, double bad. Okay. Okay, that didn't sell. Let's try reselling this right away. Ooh. I'll go back to 20 grand. Hope for that. Auction 1? Huh? Oh, right. Lucky stuff. I was buying lucky things. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what I get. Yeah, just a lot of random garbage that I've been selling lately. Commissions actually have been, they've been also been tougher ever since I had put out that article highlighting the add-on to auto respond, not auto respond, but to one-click respond to crafting orders. Like, competition's gotten a lot more fierce, which is lame. Ooh, selling stuff. Ooh, I completed a set. I completed Queen's Guard Scale Mail. I don't. Okay, that's Queen's Guard. That's not it at all. That's plate stuff, and I'm trying to highlight the hunter. Oh well, fine. But I completed a set, so go me. Right. Sell while I can. Then just so much to clean up, dude. Ah. So how about the rest of y'all? And you guys do anything cool on Thanksgiving? Anything? Everyone has turkey. I get that. Anyone have anything different? I had lamb or deer or bison or something like that. Oh, the prime rib that we had was so good, though. Damn. I'm getting hungry now. That box better come. Alright. Yeah, the glazed ham. Man, a neighbor of mine, they always, I would always go down there. Like, they would have, like, they usually have, like, some sort of Thanksgiving gathering. They haven't in years now. But back then, I would drop by, like, the obnoxious neighbor. Like, hey, what's up, guys? And then they'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? Come eat. Well, okay. And then I just hang out with, like, all these people, you know, with these neighbors and all these other people who I didn't know. We all hang out. It'd be a good time, though. It'd be a very, very good time. Don't celebrate, but you had salmon baked on the skin, jack potato, and asparagus. It's different, I guess. No, it's all good. Dia's not fond of salmon. She's actually seeking, but she's not a fan of salmon, but she does want to eat better, which includes sometimes eating salmon, so she can get the nutrients off of that. And so we're casually looking out for like a good recipe. She just doesn't want it to taste like salmon. That's like the main goal. I'm like, okay. Slather a bunch of a condiment on it, and maybe that'll help, but skip salmon for tuna instead. Yeah, tuna's good too. Like, I'm a bit more relaxed on my fish preferences. My only thing is, like, don't make it too gamey, so definitely no mackerel. Mackerel is, like, anti-good. It's the opposite of good fish. And if you like mackerel, well, more for you. I ain't gonna judge. I have a pasta recipe with spinach, green pesto, and a bucket load of garlic. Garlic is cool. But I know that we tend to be like lazy about our meal prep too, so that what makes it tough, especially because it's fish, you know, not something that we want to just like let sit. So that's why I'm not tripping too much about like trying. Thanks for being helpful. I'm not tripping too much about trying to find a recipe. I know it's gonna be like slow going. Cod, haddock, salmon are my favorite. Sea bass is okay if done correctly. Sea bass is a regular thing with Dee and her family. We don't have it all the time, but if there's going to be a fish, sea bass is it. And rock cod. That'll be it too. No, it's still alive. No. Oh well. I'm not going to be rude and leave. That's kind of messed up, but I'm probably not going to try very hard after this one. You don't get good sea bass. Oh, that's the advantage of being in the bay. I use salmon and you can cool it down enough to sit in the fridge. You can make a lot at once so you can freeze. Oh, just freeze them. Cook it and then freeze it again. That is not a bad idea. Yeah. Oh no, rooted. Ah. Oh right. The freedom does not last as long as the horse. Ha 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 ha. What? That dude did more healing than me? How's that? How the fuck is that possible? That's... no. That's not cool. Shield? Nope. Ooh, I'm feeling the chug. I'm pretty sure it's my add. You know, I'm gonna try to turn off all my add-ons and see what the next polls are like. Yeah, these frames are low. Except recount or details. At least let me have my details. Oh, and it's past 10. I doubt that we're going to see any news. Nope, no news there. Anything on social medias? So I've been posting on both Twitter and Blue Sky lately. Man, Blue Sky is like like between these two media platforms. If you don't do social media, please just stay away from it. But for those who are like on the fence about this sort of thing, like, man, it feels like a night and day when being on these two platforms. Like it, I notice that with the different posts that I see, there's always like a big group of people who are determined to like just drag people down. And here on Blue Sky, you just don't. People are just generally happy. But I mean, the posts that are being made here, they don't encourage that sort of engagement either. They're just like, "Hey, cool, look," and like that's it. But yeah, no news. That's what I was getting at. Nothing going on. Let me show you how to really heal. Give it some time. These people eventually start using them. Well, they already are, but like the block features, they're really intense. Like you can, like there are people who will put like certain folks on a big list, and then you just mute or block the entire list, and all of a sudden your shit's clean. Ethos, hey, what's up? I love healers, they're the best. I was the one that was healing. Shit. I don't need health bars. Whatever. Yeah, see, frames feel way better like this. Obviously. Do. Come on. Come on, friends. Wait. There's one dude still. I don't think he's gonna come. Oh, never mind. Oh, he did. Let's see how well I can do on the healing this time. Even though I'm not tanking, that kind of works against. That works a lot against me. Come on, Zolmore threat. But I'm not allowed to taunt. That's a pride buster right there. Ah, I got him. Oh, I'm gonna soon. Shit. I really hope they do a revamp on like prop Pally mana. I, I really feel like I shouldn't have to worry about that. Like at least reduce the cost by half if it's a free Word of Glory. Because not having that sucks. Oh, he dead. He taunted. Hey. How dare he? Yeah, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking. Well, then again, I did do a lot of manual healing too, but still, rar. All right, Peter. Just got the sinkhole done on tier 11 with no deaths. Trying to get the achievement for doing all the dells with deaths remaining. This is it's tough. Sinkhole is oh, that's one that I was doing earlier with the underwater stuff. Yeah, good thing you got that out of the way because those are the Cobus ones. Those are the toughest ones for me. They're very annoying. Not very fond of them. Oh, that reminds me, the Delve Glory thing. Delve Glory. I need to look for. I forgot which Delve that was. Actually, that'll remind me. I'll try to do that once I'm done with this one, just so I can finally knock that one out and be like, I did it. Prot tank out healing them. Mr. Weaver Monk, 2 Holy Priests, and 2 Shaman. What? Well, it's Raid Finder, you know? It's Raid Finder. Here, where's the breakdown? So, Bloodbound Horror. So, most of it was manual healing on other people. So, those are like big heals. Holy Bulwark is another cheapy one that's just like auto healing other dudes with a bubble. The Scarab is a self bubble. Bubble? Shit, I forget. I think it's a bubble. And then the serum is a healing trinket where when people get hit, I expend charges that I build up, and then it becomes healing onto them. So it didn't turn out to be a lot. Only 1.3 million? Really? That's pitiful. Yeah. Oh no, the fight changed. My bad. The log turned into something different altogether, and it fucked up. So never mind. Here we go, 19 million. There we go. Yeah, that looks more right. Cool. And remember, I put everything into the self healing, just about everything. The only thing that I don't have for group healing is Golden Path, because I had nothing else that I wanted to get. And it's not enough. Everything else is cooler. I would say that the one talent that I have, this one, Light Bearer, it would do better if I was in higher level content. I'm not taking enough damage to get heals, so I'm not even really taking advantage of what that talent does, which is to take some of the healing that I get and spill it onto other people. All right, Peter. Take care, man. Trickle down healing. Know what I mean? Dude. And then wait, in like 10 days, 1107 comes out, and then we're gonna get another healing ring. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, it'll be awesome. I'm like, I will make the claim that I am like one of the most eccentric tanks in the game. If I played at like high key levels and stuff, then I would be able to speak to with a bit more authority. But I want to be able to be like, oh yeah, this is how I play. This is what I do because it's fun. You know, so if the healer wants to just focus on dispels and otherwise DPS, then I can handle a lot of the healing. Great. That'd be kind of cool if I can manage something like that. Once I get around to trying out keys, then we'll see. Then we'll see. I guess the problem though is the nature of things. I'll I would go way too fast. Yeah, that's why most prop paladins, or pretty much all prop paladins, are gonna opt for the DPS tank option rather than the tank heal option. Okay, that dude's is just not gonna go. Fuck it, we're going. Was he supposed to taunt that early? I forget. Yeah, phase blades. Okay, I forgot what this boss does. Never mind. Expose. I think it was phase lunge that I taunt for. It was a 2-hit combo, I think, that I get. Yeah, expose, expose, and then switch. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Down you go. Oh, I'm getting smoked by the healers. No! People aren't getting hurt enough. Yeah, this will hurt people. Yeah! Oh, people prepared for it. Oh, God. Those pesky healers. How dare they prepare for raid mechanics. Dude, and why is he moving? What the hell? Oh, my bad. He got nailed by that. Well, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, on strike, let's go. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright. Oh. Getting a sponsorship from Elgato would be pretty cool. Ooh. I can use some parts. Oh, another prop paladin. Damn. Okay. I mean, I smoked the other prot. Yeah, but notice he has, like, he actually does light bearer healing. He did 4.71 million healing with light bearer. I did 2.4. Because I'm just not getting heals, which is fine. And he's in. Let's go. See, the secret here is to get aggro off of the caster, because that's all that really matters. That way I take the extra damage, and thus I do more healing. That's how you pad, buddies. That's how you pad. And that's how you get top damage too. Damn! These people are not really working the damage. Oh, that was looking at the wrong thing. Wait. How did that dude do so much healing all of a sudden? What the heck? I was doing so well. Alright, if I can hold on a second. Hopefully I can hold on to second. I don't think there's any hope of... Oh god, I'm going to lose second too. Shit. Alright. Okay, it's mostly thanks to the caster mob that I'm able to stay in second. The other dude taunted. Oh no. And I think that's the first time I've seen a hunter use barrage. Is barrage a thing for hunters these days? Come on, more threat. Gotta pull. There we go. Got him. There's a certain pride when you can pull without taunting. Then again, his item level is like really low. Oh, really low. nothing to brag about at all. Season of Witchcraft. That's the new Diablo 4 season. What is that? Woo. Kittens go to the vet today for the first time. Super nervous. Always worried about the first vet visit. I thought you were just watching cats. Are they? I didn't know that they were yours. And why would you be nervous? I'm sure there shouldn't be anything to worry about, dude. By the way, hi, Fel. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend was good. Oh, I need to enchant my ring. Because it's a good ring. And go time. Come on. Someone do it. There you go. Nah, fuck that. I'm eating that poison like a man. Woo. Dude, that feast doesn't do shit. Come on. Yeah, the first visit is bad. They'll be scared of the vet forever, so we want to do our best to make sure it's a nice visit so they stay nice. Oh, got it. Oh no, that dude's taking all my heal. Okay, I gotta heal harder than this other demon. Come on, and boom. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to catch up to the monk. No. And most of his healing is on me. That's a injustice. Solid second though. I think I'm alright. Cat was fine with the vet when he took him, then we brought him there for the 4th of July one year, now we have to take him back. He wants to rip everyone's face up. Damn! That's pretty wild. Yeah, I don't think my dog ever had a bad visit at the vet. He's like he goes there, he gets scared. He's skittish, and you know we'll reassure him. And then once he's done, he gets treats, and then he's happy, and it's all good. Whee! Oh god, hit it, hit it, hit it. Oh no, the other Holy Paladin's winning. Fuck. No. Are they with me? No, they're healing the other one. Dude, that other Palutang's letting us down. Killing us, dude. Less work for you. No, but I want to do I want to top the healing. Oh, he's not going to taunt. No, yeah, he is. Oh, and I pulled back. Ah, your threat sucks. Oh, how convenient. Oh, right. It goes to a set location. Very convenient. Oh, give me that. Oh, wait. No, I'm off. I'm rolling. I'm off rolling. Fuck. I totally didn't change my loot spec. Ah! I'm screwed. Yeah, well. That was 100% my bad. Yep. Screwed. Oh well. Better luck next time. Just ask. No. You want it, you want it. Everyone here needs it. I'm too nice like that. I'm a big sucker. Alright. So I said I was going to take a look and see if there is a certain delve to do. Glory. So to leave no treasure unfound, spiral weave. Okay, so I'm going to spiral weave. And we're doing a certain story there. Yeah, if I actually needed gear, as in it's going to make my character stronger, I'd ask. I just need it for transmog though. Alright. So it's which one again? It is Spiral Weave, which is that one. Good bond increases DPS 10%. Everyone knows that. That's why, did you know that you get 1% increase to your main stat if you have the full collection of shields? Did you know that? And then they'd be like, oh, really? I'm definitely keeping it now. I'd be like, that did not work the way that I was hoping. Alright, a spiral away. You did underkeep. Nice. Congrats, dude. Tortured hostages. Actually, shit, I need to... I don't know if this is the one. I'll just go in and I'll do I'll turn my add-ons back on. Handy notes. Lore within. I'll turn both of them on, just in case. All right. From the Weaver with Love. Nope. So not doing this one. All right. Oh, and I got questies to turn in. Sweet. Including what looks like a Paragon chest. Let's see if there's anything cool. Whoop. Oh, and there's just a quest here. Hello. Oh, I think that's like I think that's the topper for when you max out. Yeah, there's a number of quests I haven't done for these guys yet. Just have not gotten around to it. Okay, so I'm renowned now, and I get a shit. I get a thing. Radiant Echo, some cash, a little bit of gold. That's cool. I'll take it. And oh, I guess it's another one. So I wait. Really, I could like a dual Paragon or something like that. That's pretty sweet. So there's another chest I get. Oh, but but it comes with a very pathetic amount of gold. Got it. Okay. So if anything, this means so I should be maxed out with all these dudes. Yeah, so I'm masterminded with all of them, which means I should. I think I should be able to choose whatever one I want, right? Right? Yeah. So I thought, wait, can I not choose a pack right now? No, because I've had these. Oh, how weird. Oh, I think it's, I think this is one of those bugs where you can't choose a new patch or something like that for now, which is weird. Because I just want to change it so I have the pact with the Weaver. That way I get the increased crafting speed, and I'm just going to hold on to that for the rest of the expansion. I'll just have that. I'll own it. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so never mind. I guess instead I can work on some of the BFA achievement stuff, or I'll just do some, I'll just like dork around and do some old runs. Let's turn all the add-ons back on now. Yeah, there's like a lot of little things I want to do. Like add-ons, I want to do like a really big refresh. I feel like that's going to be useful. Like find some new stuff. Oh, updates to old zones in exploring Azeroth Islands and the Isles. Spoiler alert. So they're going places. The Nightborn have all had the opportunity to eat the fruits of the Arkandor, fully removing the risk of withering from their society. After the events of the Zone side quest, the menagerie in Suramar City no longer forcibly tames its animals with arcane magic and instead allows its attractions like Suesh, the Devil Sword, roam free in their exhibitions. In the wake of the Legion invasion, warlocks have been fully expunged from Suramar. What? But then there's still Nightborn warlocks, right? The borders of Suramar are gradually re-expanding beyond the city once held within the bubble, particularly by younger Nightborn. The Withered are slowly being rehabilitated and gathered from their ruins to make way for further expansion. So are we going to see the return of Runus, maybe? The Moonguard is in the process of being rebuilt with its first generation of recruits made of both Nightborn mages and Night Elf druids from the nearby Iron Grove retreat. They now take up residence in Shalaran alongside Veilwalker Faradin. The ghostly Court of Ferrantis is now working alongside the Nightborn to try and find a way to break their undead curse. The Azurwing Repose is now considered a blue dragonflight vacation spot, with many young whelps still visiting with their parents. Northlost Academy is once again open to the public, with both living and ghostly students making up its newest class. Boom, Dalaran replacement. Here we go. I doubt it. Hey, so do you know of any add-on that would help me track transmog sets mostly, and that I'm missing in a raid? Like I enter a raid and it lets me know which bosses I need to kill. All the things is probably your closest bet. Even without entering the raid, which would be better, so I can filter by rating difficulty size. What will open again? Oh, I'm making a joke, Red White Devil. I'm saying that Narthalis Academy. It was one of the places that we quested in during Legion in Azuna. And I guess the Academy is open again. So yay. So yeah, with all the things here's the walkthrough. So pay attention. I'm gonna set things to default first though. So the defaults will probably look something like this with class defaults, and it's going to show some other stuff, but in the options for all the things, I set it to only look for appearances. So if I'm looking for like these appearances, hey, cool, go me. What's going to happen is when I go into a dungeon or a raid or wherever, it's going to show things that I don't have from those bosses. So let's pretend I happen to be inside Molten Core, all right? Can I make this bigger? No, I can't. I can't make this bigger. So you can see there are two bosses that I can kill for gear that I don't have: Magmadar and Ragnaros. So cool. That gives me the Logbringer leg plates that I'm still missing, and then Ragnaros will drop these two legendary thingamajigs to unlock more stuff. Or if I want to go to like a different expansion or a dungeon or whatever, like this Warlords, Blackrock Foundry. So I'm missing a bunch of things from here. And then it'll break down Raid Finder, go into the Blackforge wing, take down the Flamebender, you get this weapon. And from there, you go into the options, you can filter things to however you like. My default is shields. That's all I care about. Everything else I get is just like, extra. But I keep myself very goal focused, so I want to just kind of narrowly look at what I'm missing. So in this case, the only shield that I'm missing, aside from War Within raids, is a normal Ulduar dungeon. Ulduar raid shield. That's it. I have every other shield in the game. So all the things is the name of the add-on. Download that, play with it, and definitely customize it to your liking. Because otherwise, if you try to track everything at once, that it becomes like mentally draining. It's just a lot to look at. Which reminds me to go to Ulduar. I am hoping that I can get Mimron's head. Like once I get it, then I can finally stop clearing all the way to the end. It's only a few minutes, but it's a few minutes. Oh my god. We don't have that kind of time. Eventually, yeah, I want to be able to complete entire sets. I have a feeling that that's going to be something that might have something to do with player housing down the line. Maybe, maybe not. But it's a thought in my head, and I'm not much of a completionist, but it sort of makes sense, right? You want to start getting the set, you might as well finish completing the set. Okay, what other little factoids from this book? The Eye of Ashara is now just a regular beach cove inhabited by murlocs and animals with no Naga interference. The Vault of the Wardens has been fully contained and warded once more, with all of its escaped prisoners now contained. Didn't we kill most of them too? The Broken Shore has been totally transformed, with druids and shaman now working to fully restore life to its lands. It's no longer Fellscarp and has rough life beginning to grow in its soil once more. Deliverance Point is now a simple outpost manned by the Kirin Tor with space for visitors to pass through. Who would pass by Deliverance Point? It's one little spot in the middle of like what's still a pretty jacked up zone. Yeah. The former guardian Aegwynn still resides in the Tomb of Sargeras as an echo, watching over it alongside the Wardens. Val Shara is now fully cleansed of the Emerald Nightmare, though Shaladrasil is a mostly dead husk. Bridiansbrook is now a fully established village, trading with the nearby Night Elves. Blackrock Hold has been freed of its haunted spirits and now sits as an empty castle. Player housing. Guild housing. That'd be sick. Riverbend and High Mountain has been fully rebuilt by the Rivermain tribe. With Sigrun now established as the Queen of the Tidescorn, the Vrykul of Stormheim are no longer hostile to outsiders. Sites like Hostwald have been purified of Helia's influence, and the Wandering Undead have been put to rest. It's all being wrapped up very neatly. I mean, I guess it's been 2017, 20. It has been like six something or other years. It has been a while. The Stormdrakes have largely departed Stormheim for the Dragon Isles, but some still live alongside the Vrykul as partners rather than subjugated servants. Cool. Veronal's confrontation of Odin is a well-guarded secret among the Vrykul and the motivation for an amicable relationship with the Stormdrakes. That's right, they did have a tussle. The Great Seal is no longer an embassy for the Horde, though its portals are still active. Chronicles of Zul and Yasma's betrayal of Razan have been placed in the Terrace of the Chosen alongside his iconography. The Faraki and Anami enclaves in Dazar lore are now peaceful settlements, and their inhabitants frequent the city more often. Also, it's just a really big city now. Hell yeah. The Temple of Razan has been converted into a memorial site for Razan and Rastakhan. The Temple of the Prophet has been torn down and replaced with a Pandaren-style plant nursery with a sister garden made of the old temple stones built in the Valley of the Four Winds. Tal'Grub has been reclaimed by the Guruvashi tribe, and its residents no longer harass the streets of Dazar'alor. There's a lot, actually. Temple of Sethalis in Voldrin has been fully reclaimed by the devoted Sethrak, though foreign visitors beyond Volpira are infrequent due to its reputation. Many Sethrak have turned to the worship of the Loa Akunda, both devoted and former faithless, in an effort to forget the pain of their civil war. The Tortolans still follow the Loa Kimball, and their ranks have now expanded to accept Zandalari and Sethrak members. The Volpira have converted the abandoned burrows and the Volpira hideaway into more permanent residences. The Zandalari, who were exiled by General Jakrazet, have been welcomed back to Zul'Zar by Talanji. The now abandoned exile outposts have been claimed by the Volpira, who are working to establish a joint trading hub alongside the Sethrak. The point of Zemlan has been fully excised of undead pirates and now acts as a diverse market. They were cool though. I like that spot with all the pirate NPCs that all had individual names. That was kind of neat. Atulamon has been fully abandoned and young Volpera explore as a rite of passage. The blood trolls have been entirely removed from Nazmir, with no trace of them anywhere, so they're just gone. Now, when they say removed, did they kill them all? Did they exile them all and now they're elsewhere? Bum bum bum. Torga's remains have been removed from the northern beach and interred, with his resting place now converted into a pilgrimage site to visit his smaller, reborn self. Cute. Krakow once again has frog children, and his base of worshippers is being rebuilt. Undead are all that remain of the abandoned blood troll settlements surrounding Uldir. Cool. Over in Kultiris, the holdings of House Ashfane, such as Toldagor, have been taken control by House Proudmoore. Factories like the Ashfane foundry near Bridgeport have been handed over to the locals and operate under a worker-owned collective. Yay, communism! Given the lack of war, these factories now produce metalwork like cookware and fireworks in lieu of weaponry. Proudmoore Academy has a massive influx of new recruits in an effort to replace their ranks lost during the Fourth War. They don't need just an academy, they need like incubators and stuff like that, just to replace bodies. Know what I mean? Boralus has been rebuilt from the damage done by Lady Ashfane and the Horde during their respective assaults on the city. Proudmoore Keep has removed the Ashfane iconography from its banners, though some still remains in its metalwork. In the wake of the Fourth War, House Proudmoore has purged the Tide Sages of any old god corrupted members, leaving places like Stormsong Monastery absent of dark magic, if still spooky. I mean, it's so neatly wrapped up and final. It's like, if we did all the good things and everything's fine now. Dalen's Gate has been fully rebuilt in the wake of its destructions at the hands of Ashfane and her Azrite weaponry. Corlane is once again inhabited by the Kultirans of Justvar, though in much smaller numbers, and the nearby land is permanently stained by death magic, similar to the Dead Scar in Quoth Loss. The Heartsbane Coven has been entirely routed from Justvar, with no witches or their curses remaining beyond hexed animals in the nearby forest. Waycrest Manor has been fully renovated from the inside by the Order of Embers to cleanse it of any remaining Coven magic. Player housing. That'd be sick. Brennadum has been rebuilt in the wake of its near destruction by the Horde during the Fourth War, and they're understandably cold towards Horde visitors. they let visitors in at all. That's surprising. Sagehold is now inhabited once more, and its old god corruption has also been fully purged. Warfang Hold has been decommissioned and emptied of soldiers on the order of the Bane Bloodhoof, and the Horde Council leaving only empty buildings in the region. I think that's northern. I forgot the name of the zone. Damn. And we're doing roulette. Stormsong Valley. There we go. All right. From this pretty little thing to I think I've yet to see the shark head. It's funny because, like, a lot of this matches. At least, like, the color palette. The color palette matches, but it's just awful. And the shark head. Yes, beware the adventure of Ulduar. Rawr. Smash. Okay, the drowned lands surrounding Deadwash have now grown into lush green farmland, with the maroon ships stripped for parts by the local farmers. Shrine of the Storm has likewise been fully cleansed of old god influence and is controlled by the uncorrupted Tide Sages. Old god altars such as the Crucible of Storm still exist, but are largely abandoned. Largely, but not completely. What might happen after that? And still no things. I know that song. That's the song of Taliesin and friends coming in. What's up, guys? I'm doing the usual thing, trying to get the last couple of shields in the game. But also, we've been talking about the trading posts. We've been talking about the future, or what will I chase for? What will I be going for if not player housing? I've been talking a lot about guilds because I'm big on that. Big fan of guilds, and wanting to improve things on that front. Shield Bros Unite, hell yeah, dude. Since I have you guys, maybe you can answer this question because I've been bad at the research. There's a shield that drops off of the hard mode version of, I forgot his name. I was gonna say Frodeer, but that's probably not the name. Hodeer. Frodeer. The hell out of here, soul. Yeah, Hodeer. Like, how the hell do you get this shield? Okay, actually, where is it? Oh, God. Oh, is it? Oh, don't tell me it's only time walking. I'll be so mad. No, it's not only time walking. Yeah, how the hell do you get this shield? Because it just hasn't dropped. You had it drop? Oh, okay. So it does drop. Okay. So there's hope. Hi, Soft Blueberry. It's just the chance off the right chest. Okay. So my purgatory continues. Got it. I'm a bit stubborn. Like, I'm not going to get on and do this with like a bajillion and a half characters. That ain't right. That don't feel good. I don't want to do that. It kind of takes the sport out of it. Like, I want this to be this character's adventure. This just watches his mind destabilizes. He's just losing it. Doo doo doo. What am I doing here still? Oh. But yeah, since I'm here, I also go for the Mimron head. But if I get the shield before I get that Mimron now, screw it. I ain't coming back here. I've done this place enough times, man. This place is lucky to get my one a week, right? All right. Oh, no. I actually got hit. Do. Okay, go through the right door. Go through the right door. Which one? Shit. This one. That's the right door. All right, this is the first time I've done it in like 2 years I've gone through the correct door. Hell yeah. Lucky to get my one a week. Sounds like a married dude. Well, one a week would be cool too. All right. Now, where will I go next after this one? Any other special shields I want? Skill shield. Be nice. Nah, don't be nice. Yeah, I'm stoked for the patch. Oh yeah. Oh god, I need to go over the patch stuff too. Damn. Many little things to do. So maybe I'll hold off on the guilds. So I'll do the trading post stuff tomorrow, and then I'll get right to the patch. Yeah, that would be the most useful thing. Well, once I get the patch stuff out of the way, then I'll go and take another look at guilds. Cool. I got a plan. And I enjoyed this raid back then. It was just long. It was really even when skipping bosses, I'm like, ah, can we skip the cat lady? Oh, we need gear from the cat lady. Oh no. Cat lady was deceptively deadly though back then. I kind of remember we had to do like some tricky things with like how the pull went because I remember that being like the fight. The fight was all about doing the initial pull correctly and making sure the tank doesn't get blasted. And once you're done with that, then you're good. There's a lot of mechanics I don't remember from that fight though, because once you get past that part, then you don't worry about much of anything. Those were the days. Wait. Oh wait, it rotates. Forgot about that. Whee! Yuriko got stuck on Iron Council hard mode for months. Our druid tank couldn't survive. Oh, from the Steelbreaker thing, right? Wasn't part of the strat to just like chain res or something like that? Like you just used Warlock stones or whatever. Yeah, you get a Warlock stone and then whatever B reses you could do. I don't remember. Or you just had multiple tanks and you just kept going until you ran out. Something like that. Yeah, I remember when we were doing the time walking version, my tank I got blasted. Oh shit, that's right. Steelbreaker hits super hard. Oh, it's been a while though, man. All right. You weren't meant to survive. I thought there was something you could do to survive it. Because I don't remember it being an instant kill mechanic, was it? I'm trying to remember if we did. I don't think we did try Steelbreaker. I think we tried doing the second guy. The medium-sized guy. We tried doing him last. But I don't think we ever did Steelbreaker. Yeah, what hard modes did we do? I think we managed to do Hodir. Yeah, there was Hodir. There was XT. We managed that one. We managed the first boss. The tank shit. Not too many others because, and this is because like we finished Old War late. There was like a bit of an overlap because Trial of the Crusader came out. The gear there was better, easier to get. And we had to go back to Old War to finish things off. And then we went there a few more times because doing TOC was like super fast. So it's like let's do some Old Wars while we're still here. But then we quickly fell off of that. Yeah. we were only able to get like I think one boss a week, so not many people remember that. People talk about like the borrowed power era of WoW is what like oh man time gating this time gating that. I'm like y'all don't remember like how bad things were before, huh? I remember when TOC had bosses that unlocked one each week, and I remember how we had to wait like I think 4 to 6 weeks between ICC wings. I wasn't around for. I didn't really raid TBC, so I forget what happened there. I remember. I think with Cataclysm, I think all three raids were open at once. I think, but with Mob, they they staggered those. Yeah, I remember they staggered them a bit too for Mob. So it felt like 3 mini tiers or something like that. Yeah, it was an interesting time. But yeah, we've been here before, so. Yeah, vanilla BC attunements. And then there was that kind of, there was the whole idea of, trying to build up a team, and you were subjected to, hey, here's our new recruit person. Okay, now we need to get them attuned. So we had to take the whole raid, the whole main raid, and then to help this dude out, and hope that they stick around. But then you also you're also like fighting attrition too, because some people were like, this team wants to recruit me, they're ready, they just want me, I'm gonna go, because that's what I went through, and that sucked too. So, in conclusion, everything sucks. But yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. Nowadays, Sound Group Finder. Hope for the best. Yeah, so that's what I kind of meant earlier when I was talking about how we take advantage of how easy it is to group up with people. People can be picky. People can leave, and there's there's very little penalty to pay. I was talking earlier. I think you guys were responded to this like, remember back in the day when we had server communities and stuff, and if you were a shitter, well, being a bad player is one thing, but then if you just have a really rotten attitude, people will definitely remember that, and they'll shame you out. They'll trash talk you over in trade chat until you change your name or you left server or something like that. And even then, if people follow you, if someone on the new server, they see, oh, who's this person that suddenly popped up, they're geared and all that, then they'll, with some effort, they can look up their history and find out who they were before and what their history was. They're like, oh man, we heard you got a bad rep. Oh shit. So these days, not so much. These days, it's so easy to just be like just another face. Had someone try to blacklist me in Classic, it backfired because people knew me and knew I wouldn't do what they claimed. I remember sometimes like I would get a message from someone saying, hey, dude, someone in your guild was behaving badly in a pug and blah, blah, blah. They did this and that. And so I had to deal with that sometimes too. And, in a sense, a guild is like that very small community where you want to for the most part, make people feel like they're welcome and wanted and stuff. But at the same time, because they're part of the team, it's like you want to keep them motivated, keep them pushing, and so that way they can stay up to stay in pace with everyone else. But I stole my my Perdition, he Ninja Loot and Vanilla. It was known on the server for years. Came from Mark saying they were bad mouthing me on the server forum, only to find out the server came out to defend me. Nice. Jealous. I've never attained that sort of fame. Not on any of the servers I've been on. Mm-mm. Not even now. Shucks. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, my shield is weak. No. Wow, that's right, dude. Wow. Alright, come on, give me a mount so I don't have to do Yogg anymore. If anything else, it'll be a small solace. A nice plus. Hook me up. Dude, I got it! Yeah, Mimron's head, bitch. Yeah! See you around, Yogg Saron, you fucker. Goodbye. No more. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, just soak it in. Just soak it in. I'm never gonna be here unless I'm doing time walking or something again. Oh yeah. I'm done with your ass, you fish fuck. Give me this head. Oh yeah. Glorious. But I didn't get the shield, man. But I didn't get the shield. All right, let's head home. Let's celebrate Bob's head, cause that's who this is. This is Bob's head. I'll have him do a cameo during the weekly, just for this. Hell yeah. Never gonna be here again. I hope. Sure hope housing stuff doesn't come. Housing stuff doesn't come from Yogg. Fuck. Yogg's like, welcome back, fish. Damn it. All right, let's take a look at this guy. Mim. I'll wear this. I'll sport this one for a bit. Whee! Oh, that lag. Yeah. Dope. I got Bob's head. Boop. Is there a mount special? Wait, nothing? The fuck was that? Did it just like... It just nudge or something? Okay, let me change my flight thing. Maybe that's messing with it. Because that's odd. It seems... Well, he nudged. That's the thing. So he has no mount special. Okay. Oh, duh. Of course I can't do this here, but... You see how he nudges like that? Well, boo. Oh well. Still, this is a moment. I'll soak it in for a bit. Go me. Okay, I really like this thing. Let's see. Someone do me a favor and have me do like a roulette or a drink or something like that, because I'm trying out this new app that lets me monitor like all the chats and stuff, and so far I'm liking it a lot. So far I'm liking how condensed this turns out to be. Multi-chats in read-only mode? No, that's fine. Sponsorships, whatever. Yeah, someone make me drink or use a channel point thing. I just want to see how it pops up here, because I don't think I've seen it. Cool. So it doesn't show up here. Huh. How odd. Filters, stream elements. Okay, so yes, how that's dumb. Come on, man. It doesn't show. Okay, so does it show highlights? I don't know if it shows highlights. No, it doesn't show highlights there either. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And we're stretching. Oh, yeah, so it doesn't show that either. That's kind of doo-doo. I know my chat doesn't really do this. Drop some emotes. Notice how little we talk with the emotes here. Any emote will do. Did my chat forget how to do it? Because we're not just not... Okay, so we got emotes. We got that. Okay. So that stuff works. Yeah, so far this is cool. Shows the folks watching, how many subs, followers, how many people have been chatting. That's cool. The big thing though is I want to be able to see like the multi-chat, so that way I can like tell who's talking in order. You know what I mean? It sucks when it's like, you know, if I look at, because right now I could look at like, here's the Twitch chat here, and then here's the, oh, I don't even have enough. I would have it up. I would have like a separate thing for like the YouTube chat. It's very, very annoying. So having this all show up at once, like this helps a lot. Only problem is I don't have, yeah, it doesn't show everything. YouTube lag is really slow compared to Twitch. That's for sure. And it's supposed to be on kind of the fast mode too. By the way, Epidemic UK, thank you very much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Oh, that's not it. Okay, so I'm gonna make an excited post for it, because this is a cool moment. Didn't get the shield. Didn't get the Oldawar shield again. But I got this, man. Woo. Yeah, let's make a nice woo. Let's get people excited. This is cool. I need a dual posting thing for this and Blue Sky though. That'd be sweet. Cool, let's get some engagement. All right. Been watching from the shadows for a while on both streams and YouTube vids. Well, cool. Nice of you to say hi. I appreciate that. That's all I ever really ask of folks. You know, just drop in, let me know you're present, be seen, and all that. That's a lot of what's going on with the planet these days. People just want to be seen, acknowledged, not forgotten, and all that. Oh, it does. Oh, that's dope. Dude, check it. I didn't realize that. The surge forward is like, wee. That's adorbs. Wee. Dude, it turns it into like a little tadpole kind of thing. And then I need some vigor, and then yeah, long swirly. Oh, and the mouth opens. Okay, the mouth. Oh, okay, the mouth opens like really briefly when he does the whirling surge. That's cool. Like, this is pretty iconic for me, though, right? Bob's head. Now I need to pull up animations for this thing and then have Bob's head talk for a little bit in a quick little skit. What's in here? We got a little control panel. We got what looks like gas tube things or whatever. That's very unsafe. Well, all right. I got 20 minutes. What can I hunt for in 20 minutes? So I tried going for the shields. I failed. That didn't work out. Went to Old War. That didn't work out. There's shields here too. Okay. So what's a quick boss I can go for? And then I'll just go in and follower difficulty because that should be easy. So City of Threads is third boss. Nope. Priory I know is the first boss, but that's kind of a pain too. The Rookery. What's the Rookery? Oh, that's the season stuff. The Rookery. Stormguard, that's the second boss. That doesn't take too long, but I'd rather not. And then Stone Vault is first boss. Ooh, let's go. Stone Vault. Let's see what this is like. Am I coming back to the race for the shield next week? Yep, I sure am. I'm just not going to finish anymore. So I don't need to go any deeper. Thank fuck, man. Love your outlook on what a guild should be. A guild could be so many things, though, Seon. It could be so many things. I can definitely speak to what I want. But everyone's gonna be different. You know, some people want like this big this like really beefy organization where with lieutenants and officers and stuff all handling business and everyone's doing their part or whatever. For me, it's just like herding cats or dogs or whatever. You know, for the most part, like I make like most of the decisions, and try to get folks to think for themselves, work on their own stuff, enjoy the game the way that they want to, but to just kind of have like certain guidelines and certain things that I ask of people, like do that, and you know, and show up, and we can keep playing together, and we'll have a good time. Okay, is there a proper way I should have done this? Actually, no, as long as the whole team's alive. If the team's dead, I'd say that's the bad part. That's the bad way to do it. Also, Protector of the Thunder King is my favorite shield. That thing is ridiculous. That thing is huge. Ooh, 15 scrap, not bad. Yeah, that shield is wild. And as far as, if I recall, there are two versions of it. One from whatever raid it came from, and I think there is an island version as well. I think. I also have a thing for shields first out of Minecraft. Nice. I've been very bad about it, actually. I still have a warlord shield that I haven't finished crafting yet. And there's some other stuff from vanilla that I haven't done either. But I think it's because I take that for granted. But there's also knacks. There are knack shields that I can make too. And nothing drops. Again. But yeah, shields, baby. Shields. Shields are visible. They define our character because they're right up there. It's a big honking piece of metal, ish. Yeah, you want to make it look good. Mahaha. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so weird. I know it's only been a few minutes, but it's like this has the Blue Sky one has 6 likes. The Twitter one has 4, but I have way more followers on Twitter than I have Blue Sky. I think it's I think I should consider active followers, like out of the I forget 6,000 something that I have. It's not that's not even a lot. How many of those are like dead accounts? How many of those are bots and all that? So interesting though. I mean, the strat though is both. You know, post on both until I don't feel like it anymore. But I definitely have more. I have more fun on Blue Sky at the moment. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think you're gonna catch me making some over dramatic post on Twitter, being like, "I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna put my account on whatever because this and this." I don't think I need to like preach that. I'm just gonna do what I do. That, and if I say Blue Sky on Twitter, then I'll be suppressed. So why bother? That's mean what you want. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean that's what I really want to push for folks too. Is that, you know, there should be lots of different kinds of guilds that suit different tastes. You know, so like one of those key, you know, some of those key takeaways that I want to push would be having better tools that make it easier to connect people together, focusing on group content first, you know, because that's kind of the glue that gets these potential guildmates to actually play together. If you don't do that, then that doesn't promote anything, let alone the social aspect of being part of that guild. Once my account, most likely I never go to the site anymore, so I guess I'm mostly a dead account. Yeah. Like, I've been slowly trying to clean up the account because, like, during the election stuff, like, I would look at what's going on, and then that just totally started influencing my feed. So I've been trying to keep saying over and over again, I'm not interested, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Yeah, I'd like to be able to just say the thing when they say that there's something in politics. Can I just not see any politics stuff ever again? Can I just stop? Alright, so the play here is to get these first guys and not bother with those spawning guys. Those guys are just kind of a distraction. And don't get feared. Find out what fears me. That'll help. Okay. Don't need multiple changes. So Loaderbot, Golem, Void Soul. Probably Ghastly Void Soul. I'll keep an eye on that one. Max out himself for a nice price and crafting orders things to go back in there. You know, I hardly get those. Like, sometimes I'll see someone asking for undeath metal. That's about it. For the most part, people are just looking for, like, the complete craft. And even then, very few and far between. Come on, get up. Your deeps is useful to me. Cool. But yeah, I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna stop posting. I'm just gonna post less. Anyway, whatever. Start the fell cycle, Mage Master says. How far along are they now? I've been mostly soaking up all my updates, sadly, from Wowhead to like keep me up to speed as to what's going on. Okay, I'm not getting no drops, dude. No progress or hard stuck at the moment? Oh, that sucks. I believe in you, team. What's the name of the shield that I want to get out of the raid again? Yeah, 1 second. It is called... As soon as I find it. Ice Layered Barrier. This guy. Ice Layered Barrier. Actually, what's the loot table on this? Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm set. My loot spec is set back to whatever. Prot. Cool. And what's a loot table on this in this place? Okay, so 3 things. Ooh, 2 things. I should spec holy. And then ret is just that. Okay, so I'll spec as holy. I don't know if this actually affects this at all. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on the Void Soul there. There's several Void Souls. Okay. Oh yeah, Howling Fear. There it is. No, one still went off. How many were there? I killed 2. I guess there were 3. Guess the other easy thing I could do is use Final Stand. Need to hit Nagitar? Cool. Yeah, that'll be... like, I mostly want to go there for the shoulders. But I guess I'm not going to trip over that yet. Like, I'm getting pretty close to completing, like, most of the shields now. So I should try to finish that off. Yeah, I need to make a list. Just a list of all the shit that I need to do. First off, though, video. Video due tomorrow is what I'm telling myself. Yeah, talk about trading posts, talk about the future, more income, possibly player housing items to be introduced in there. Still nothing. Okay, I can manage like 1, maybe 2 more. You're trying for the eye patch model variant of the nameless octopede pet. Ah, the pet! What drops that? It's a cute pet. Yeah, let me, oh, I do have Final Stand. Okay, I'll be more liberal about it then. Actually, what are the required mobs? Like, how many of these can I, like, sneak by? Yeah, there's, like, dudes back there that I guess I never pulled. Whoops. Or maybe I should go hammer time on these guys. That'll tear them up. Yeah. Second to the last boss. This is cool. 2% of the drama drops to the pets, 1% of that drop rate, you'll get the version with the eye patch. Damn. Did you get the plate shoulders? Because I'd be jealous of that, man. That's a thing to get. Since no one's resin yet. Let's go. Actually, I can't squeeze one more run in. Unless the shield drops. You think the next Plunder Storm should give something like Valor Stones to to people not just dying? Wait, what do you mean, Oinky? You mean like me? Should I just corpse farm my way to it? You know, do my daily thing, die, try again. Oh, to incentivize people. Ah, okay. Took me a while to connect the word. Do you think the next Plunder Storm should give something like Valor Stones to incentivize people to do it and not just die? I don't think that would be a bad extra. But I also would put to question like the motivation for people to be there. Like if you're there for cosmetics, okay. If you're there for Valor Stones, is that good? Is that the right motivator? Because you're going to get those kinds of people who are there for Valor Stones to show up. And is that the kind of person you want to bring into that? Where my team's at? Dude. It's like I pull them and they refuse to come. I'm trying to do a big old pull. Look at my damage. Look at how much damage you guys aren't doing because you're lazy butts. And these followers do decent damage as well. Alright, this is the last one. Moment of truth. If I don't get it here, I suck forever. Yeah. See? Merity's doing... She's pumping. Who you know who's not pumping? The healing. Sheesh. No effort on the heals. So I'm clearly not taking damage that they should contribute. And just go, wow, not even the piece of gear. Boo. Bad odds, man. Bad odds. Anyway. That's going to be it for me today. So I want to give a big thanks to folks who decided to hang out with me. Big thanks to Tellius for sending people over. Let me find someone to raid, actually. I don't do this enough. I should make a better habit of it. So let's see. Let's go Let's see. Where's a good spot to go? I think I'm going to end up seeing a lot of hardcore WoW people doing stuff. Not sure. Someone who's streaming War Within stuff. Hardcore? Nope, that's hardcore. Boo, 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 boo. Classic, classic, classic. Keys. There just aren't a lot of people that just chill, are there? It's like no one familiar. I think a tier system would work if you're 78th and the next file is still in series at 70th. It can push you to try and live. That wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it's just like bronze. You're getting the minimal amount of bronze. But I'm just not sure if player power is the way to go. But I'm not ready to say no either. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone. I don't want to just send you guys to, like, a totally random person. Could there be a different direction? Yeah, trying to find people is tough. Like, I usually need to, like, try and find someone who, like, I know. That's what usually helps. So I end up defaulting to someone like Kraken Latte because she usually starts around this time. So let me try to find her. There we go. So nice and easy. 10-minute wait? Yo, I'm not gonna send you guys to a wait screen. That's rude. That doesn't feel right at all, man. Wait hype? You know what? There's no choice, I guess. That's dumb though. You know what I could do? I gotta make more Twitch friends. Hey, how about that? And you get to know more people who watch on this time slot. Aside from Kraken Latte, not to knock her at all, but variety is always cool. I don't count on Taliesin to send people over to me every time, but for now, we get what we get. 9 minutes. Sheesh. All right. Hopefully I'll have a video out tomorrow. We can talk a little bit more about the trading post stuff, and then maybe we'll try to move the conversation over to guilds again, and we'll try to get some good thoughts as to like what would help make guilds thrive a little bit better than how they are now. Not to say that they need to like be better than pugs or anything like that, but just what would make them better. But yeah. I'll see you guys for the next thing. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay.